Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the noise. So today I'm going to be recommending some movies for Valentine's Day season. So the first one that I'm going to be talking about today is the movie Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn, Humphrey Bogart, and William Holden. And this movie I just love. It's one of my favorite romance films of all time, and I just love this movie so much. And yeah, and it's kind of I really love the all the characters, and how Sabrina is just like, after, I don't want to spoil anything, but um I just think that there's so much that you can take out of this film and take into your own life and stuff. And because we're like, if you're like a dreamer, this is like the perfect movie for you. And also, one of my favorite quotes, and I actually have, well, this tattoo has so many other meanings and reasons why I got this tattoo, but I actually have this tattoo here on my wrist. And yeah, and the quote goes, the moon, well, it there's more to it, but the moon is reaching for me, and I put it, and I really just loved that kind of thing that I got it. I originally wanted to get it on my hand, but like more closer to my hand, like here or something, but I decided to get it here on my wrist because I was just like, I don't know, like I just didn't want to have a hand. I didn't because I didn't want to have a hand tattoo just yet, but I also didn't really like the spot, like, because I was drawing it on I was drawing it on before I even got it, and I was just like, I didn't really absolutely love it right here, but I love it here and it's perfect. But yes, I got it in this spot, so it's kind of like feels like, because you're reaching, you know and like on my wrist, and like I could have gotten a moon tattoo anywhere, but I was like, I want it here specifically for that. And yeah, and that was kind of cool. And yeah, I really love how um Sabrina, Audrey's character, like kind of comes into herself, and kind of becomes who the woman, who she wants to be and who she is. So yes, I really love this movie. And then this next one, I was like, I have to add this because it's not Valentine's Day. It's not a recommendation video without adding this movie. I literally cannot. But this is actually a collection, but I just had to add this because it is essential. And it is the Twilight Saga. And also, this is kind of funny because that the first one was a love triangle, and this one is also a love triangle. But yeah, it's quite funny that the movies were rearranged in that way. But yeah, I think these movies really like made me who I am. And one of my favorite characters is Emmett, and I made that my personality. I know I'm not a guy, but I just really loved his character. And yeah, and I love Bella, don't get me wrong, but Emmett was my favorite character. And a lot of people also, like, now that they're grown up now, like, people love Carlisle, people love what's his name again, I'm like blanking, literally Charlie, that's what his name is. Like, people love Charlie, people love Carlisle. So yeah, but my favorite character was always and then and now Emmett. And like also I would say that like some a character that has like I was like I don't know if I like this character or not um is but now I kind of like ooh I kind of like this character is the character what's her name again? A lot of people wouldn't like her character because like she is kind of annoying and um but I feel like she has a reason to be, and she has a reason to be the way that she acts, but also at the same time like you know there's like also just like you know be there's a time and place. But yeah, but I really like Leah's character. I really like her, but she's not a favorite. But I just really like Leah's character now that I'm like grown up and stuff. Sorry, it's like on my lip. But I absolutely love Twilight, and I grew up on this. I watched Twilight for the first time when I was 10, and I watched it with my sister, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And when I went into middle school, when I went to middle school in the 6th grade, we were in like PE one time, and I was like, Twilight is my favorite movie, and she's like, oh, what's your favorite character? And I was like, oh, Bella is my favorite character. And she's like, oh, like I don't want to be friends with you anymore because you know that's my name and I don't like her. Like I was like, good girl, like, like you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking with that. But anyway, yeah, like her name is like Isabella or something, I think. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, she's like, my name, that's my name, so I don't like her. And if that's your favorite character, we can't be friends. I was like, okay. I don't know, but that was just a funny little story. Um, but yeah, um, but yeah, I love also I love Kristen Stewart. She's so great. Like, and she just directed her first ever movie, so that's exciting. I really want to see it this year. I don't know where it's playing or where it's gonna be in like but if I find it I will watch it. It's called The Chronology of Water, so I'm so excited for that. Okay, so this one is like, oh, I found this I found this I don't remember. I was probably like 13, I think. I don't know. I was like a very young teenager when I first watched this movie. And I finally got it after a very long time because I just couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna buy it online because I was like, I really want to, you know, buy my DVDs organically by going to the store and stuff, but I for some of these things, like if I can't find it, and like if I can't find it also in good condition, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it online. I don't care. But this was the case with this one. 'Cause every single time I see this movie, I just like it's never in good condition, and I don't understand why. But yeah, it's one of my favorite ones, and I still really like it to this day. Honestly, I like the book more because it has a lot more detail and a lot more like they took out one of my favorite, like they took out like I think I don't remember. I think it was like maybe like 2 or 3 characters that they left out in the movie. So yeah, but I still love this movie, and it has a lot of cool people in here. It has well, 2 are like very very recognizable names, like Viola Davis, and then Emmy Rossum. Sorry, I had to make sure that I got her last name right. I was like, I don't know. And then him, I don't know if he's been in a lot of stuff like recently because I haven't seen him. I've seen him in one thing. I didn't watch the movie though, but I've seen him in a trailer. This guy. I think this guy's name is this one. I think his name is Alden Ehrenreich. I don't know how you say that, but um yeah, this is like kind of like southern, think southern YA. So wait, no, think southern gothic YA, which is romance. It's so cute, and I love this. And this movie is so magical, and I love this, and it's kind of a little bit dark, but it's not too bad. And I would honestly recommend watching this closer to like on the cusp of Halloween entering winter. That's the perfect time watching this. But honestly, you can watch this now. It's still winter time. um but yeah, I just love this movie, and I don't really see a lot of people talking about this movie, and I think it's because a lot of like the movies that they made like back in the day, I think this movie was made in like 2013 maybe. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I don't see it. Maybe under here. Oh wait, no. It does say 2013. I don't know if that's correct, but I think this was released in 2013. But yeah, like a lot of like especially like films that you grew up watching, like it's like it's not true cinema because it was made a while back, or it was not really like, it's not a serious film. But you know, a lot of really 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 good films are unserious films. So yeah, and I can attest to that because this movie is great. If like if you have are if you are the audience for it. And I think I mentioned this in my last Valentine's Day movie recommendations, but I just had to recommend it again because I just love it so much. Um, I really want to watch this again, but it is Warm Bodies. It says Cold by Warm Heart, and this one is with Nicholas Holt, and I don't know the girl's name. I don't know what her name is. Does it say? I I think her name is Teresa Palmer. I think that's what her name is. I think that's the one. Anyway, so yeah, but this one is like Romeo and Juliet, but with zombies. So yeah, but it's so cute. And honestly, this one is just so it's so cute. It's just a cute film, but also it's kind of like it's kind of dystopian a little bit. Obviously, because it has zombies, but it's kind of dystopian, and it's a little like the monsters in here that aren't like, that don't look like Nicholas Holt's character, they are actually pretty scary looking. But I really like this film, so I truly recommend this. And I recommend it again this year, so it has to be good. And I can't not talk about, Valentine's Day recommendations without mentioning one of the most popular romance films ever made. And that would be Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley and what's the guy's name? I don't know what his name is. Hold on. Matthew McFadden. That's what his name is. But this is the one of the most popular period piece Jane Austen romance films. But yeah, this one was put released in 2005, I believe, right? Where is where is it? Oh, does that say 2006? That was 2005. I don't know, but 2005, 2006, whatever. Um anyway, but this is just a really really fun, cute movie and I love it so much. This honestly used to be one of my favorite movies and until because I think this, yeah, until it wasn't until it wasn't. I think because it happened because of where is it? I think I have the book. I don't know where the book is. I don't know where the book is, but it's somewhere. Oh, I was like, where is the book at? Until Pride and Prejudice, I used to love. I used to watch this movie every other day, if I didn't know what to watch. Until I read this book here. It's a little bit dusty, but it's the other Bennett sister. And yeah, I kind of until and then yeah, until because you know this book is about Mary, and she's like, she's the other Bennett sister, and yeah, and like it's like kind of like following. I'll put it back later. I'll put it correctly later. But yeah, it's kind of like the after of this, and kind of like going into like what her what her life is after everything, and after her both of her sisters get married, and then her other sister is like married too, and she's like going to her sister's place, is kind of trying to find her place, and then she meets this guy, and yeah, but this isn't a book video, this is a movie video, so yeah, hold on, let me bring this down a little bit. But yeah, this movie is just like so good. But yeah, until Sabrina brought its place, it's it got its place. But I still do love this movie so much. But it's just not a ultimate favorite anymore. And then this one is an unopened Criterion. This is an unopened Criterion. I haven't watched this one yet, but it's Moonstruck with Cher and Nicolas Cage. And I wanted to recommend this movie because I just thought, you know, for this movie is so simple yet so extraordinary. I just love this film. It's set, I'm just gonna read the back. um it's okay. A full moon, a New York City night, and love and music in the air. One of the most enchanting romantic comedies of all time assembles a flawless ensemble cast for a tender and boisterously funny look at a multi generational Italian American family in Brooklyn. wrestling with the complexities of love and marriage at every stage of life. At the center of it all is a radiant Cher as Loretta, an unlucky in love bookkeeper whose feelings about her engagement to the stayed, how do you say that word? I don't know. Danny Alio are thrown into question after she meets his hot-blooded brother, Ronnie Nicolas Cage, and one night at the opera changes everything. So, yeah. And yeah, it's just like, it's so simple but complex. It's just a cute movie, and yeah, I love how they include the moon and everything. um yeah, because I just love it. And this one, I had to add a romance movie that was gonna make you cry. And I picked this one because it both the movie and this is also a book. Hold on. Sorry. See, this is what I was talking about, guys. My lips keep shutting. Anyway, but I chose Me Before You with Amelia Clarke and Sam Claflin. And this movie, oh my gosh. Oh, this movie is so great. I love these characters, and yeah, they're just so cute. And I'm gonna say that about everything, but I just love it so much. And like, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil these movies, but yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say like this movie is a such a sweet movie, but also a very sad movie. So yeah. Oh, well, I don't have this movie, but also another one would be, I love the book. I have the book right here, like literally right here. But it's The Time Traveler's Wife. I don't have that movie. No, I don't have that movie. But I think it would be perfect, but I don't have it. But yeah, that's also a very sad movie, but it's also so beautiful. It's just such a beautiful story though, but I don't have it. So, but yeah. And then I had to add, hold on, actually I'm gonna switch the order. I'm gonna do this one actually. I'm gonna do this one. This one is a fantasy type romance. And this one, sorry for the noise if you guys can hear that, but it is Stardust. Um, and I just love this movie. And this character, what's his name again? Nick. It's Nick something, right? Hold on. Tristan, that's what his name is. I don't know why I thought his name was Nick. Tristan and Vane, like, Vane is actually a star, and Tristan, I don't want to spoil it anything, but yeah, but basically Tristan falls in love with this girl, and he's like, this is like literally in the beginning, and he and he said, and he sees a star fall to earth, and he was like, I'm gonna go get you that star. But it was across the wall, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna get you that star. And yeah, and then he goes on this journey, and he finds, instead of a star, he finds her, Elaine. And um yeah, and she's like, I'm the star. And yeah, and they go on this journey and they fall in love anyway. And I feel like that was kind of a spoiler, but not really. So I hope you guys watch this movie anyway because I love it and it's so cute. Okay, and then this one I had to add because I just love this movie so much. And this movie is not necessarily about romance, but this is about kind of familial love and loving your sisters and all that stuff. And this one is Little Woman. I love this movie so much, so much. And this movie is just so cute. And okay, growing up, I would say my favorite characters was Joe and Amy. And Beth, I would say. So, yeah. Also, this is also a movie that will make you cry. I don't want to spoil anything, but this movie will make you cry. This movie is just so special to me. This is like a childhood favorite of mine, and now that I'm like 21 now, it's just like I so love this movie with the bottom of my heart. So I love it so much. So it's so cute. See, like, what the heck? I don't know why this is happening. Like, I don't know. Anyway, and then we have one last. Ooh, sorry. We have one last one, and this one is kind of I don't want to say child love. What is this like? This is like a childhood love, or I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But it is Moonrise Kingdom. This is the Criterion version, and the Criterion collection does not really make a lot of DVDs. But yeah, it's so special because I honestly this one was second my second ever Wes Anderson, and I just love this movie. And like all the characters, I'm gonna show you guys the stuff. So yeah, so this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like inside, and and it's just like so cute, and like it comes with the map, and it came with this little postcard, and yeah, and there's other stuff in here as well. But yeah, I love this movie so much, and it's I just love it. I truly recommend you watch it. I'm not gonna say much about this movie because I don't, like I said, I keep saying, like, I don't want to spoil anything, and I want you guys to, if you guys haven't seen any of these movies, I want you guys to experience these movies for the first time without knowing much, but just like knowing that you might or are going to enjoy this. So yes, but I really enjoyed this. But yeah, I don't know, like, what is it called? Like, what is it called when it's like, I guess it's just like I don't want to call it that. I don't want to call it a child love because that sounds weird. I don't know, but like young love, I guess. Yeah, let's just say young love, kind of movie. But I just really like this, and yeah, I truly recommend. But yeah, that's all of the movies we have for today. If you guys have more recommendations that you guys love, like, it doesn't even have to be like specifically romance. It could just be a movie about love. It doesn't even have to be romantic love, like, any kind of love. um but yeah, those are mine. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like this video, please give it a like. And also, if you guys want to watch more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna go, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.